Morning. So yesterday we read chapter 7 in Here's Hank, and he went to the shelter to find a dog, and he didn't know how to choose, and the lady said, you don't really choose your dog will choose you. And he looked around, and finally one little dog hopped up on the cage and put his paw up there, and he ended up holding his hand, and they let the dog out. And he spun in circles really, really fast. And when he stopped, he called him Cheerio. So that was the dog that chose him, and he named him Cheerio. So we are on, this is my dog. Her name is Coconut. And she's going to be here with us while we read today, apparently. So we're on chapter 8 today. On my way home from the animal shelter, we stopped at a Pets for You and Me to buy Cheerio supplies. I picked out a food bowl with the doggy bone on the bottom of it. I got a water bowl too, and a neon blue collar. My dad got a crate and a sheepskin mat to put inside it. Cheerio picked out a squeaky toy shaped like a banana. My mom arrived at the cash register carrying a big package of something called wee-wee pads. What are those? I asked. I've been reading up on how to train a puppy. Cheerio will have to be trained to go to the bathroom outside, she said. If he starts sniffing and turning around in circles, then he probably has to go. And if we're inside when this happens, we direct him to the wee-wee pad. That way, he'll learn to just go on the pad when he's inside the house. Ew, Emily groaned. You're not putting those gross things down in my room. Catherine would hate them. Don't worry, I told her. Cheerio doesn't want to hang out with you guys anyway. He's not interested in watching Catherine catch flies. Good, Emily said, because we're not interested in watching him wee-wee. When we got home, Cheerio ran around and sniffed the entire apartment. He sniffed every piece of furniture until he found my dad's slippers to keep him tucked under his favorite leather chair. Oh, no, you don't, my dad said, diving for his slippers, but Cheerio was fast and got one of them in his mouth before my dad could reach it. That's my slipper, my dad said. Drop it. Cheerio didn't. In fact, he bit down even harder. My dad reached down to take the slipper out of Cheerio's mouth. He pulled, but Cheerio pulled harder, and it was a major tug of war. At last, Cheerio let go. My dad flew backward and dumped into the table where my mom kept my grandmother's glass vase. Ooh. Crash! Boom! Bam! The vase fell off the table and smashed into a million pieces. Now look what you've done, my dad said to Cheerio. Actually, Dad, you did it, I pointed out. I can see this dog is going to cause a lot of trouble, he answered, shaking his head. My mom came in from the kitchen carrying a broom and a dustpan. Cheerio and I are so sorry about the vase, Mom, I said. I know it was your grandma's. Oh, no, Hank. Grandma's vase is in the kitchen cabinet. I bought that old vase at the yard sale for 50 cents. While she swept up the mess, my dad turned to Cheerio, who had no idea he had done anything wrong. Don't wag your tail at me, my dad said to him. If you're to be in this family, you have to follow the zip-zer rules. No slipper chewing. No furniture sniffing. Is that clear? Cheerio turned his head to one side, as if to say, I have no idea what you're talking about. But do you happen to have a hamburger in your pocket? And while we're at it, Hank, my dad went on, there are dog care rules for you. I expect you to walk Cheerio every day. He must always be on a leash, and you are to keep his water bowl full and feed him every day. These are the responsibilities you assume when you got a dog. No problem, Dad, I said. I will be the picture of responsibility, I promise. I lifted Cheerio into my arms. Let's go to our room. Don't forget to take one of these wee-wee pads, my mom said. We don't want Cheerio having an accident on the carpet. Cheerio says he would never do anything like that, Mom. I didn't hear the dog say one word, Emily snorted. That's because you don't speak puppy, I told her. You only speak lizard. I went to the kitchen and took a wee-wee pad from the package. Tucking it under one arm, I picked up Cheerio with the other and headed to my room. Once we were inside, I put him down on the carpet. Okay, boy, let's play catch, I said. I tossed the pad on my bed, then went to my desk drawer. I took out a pink rubber ball. I found it and rolled it across the rug. Cheerio watched it go by. Nothing moved but his head. Go get it, Cheerio. He didn't move. He just stared at me as if I was to say, why would I want to do that? So you're not a ball player, I said to him. That's okay. What do you want to do instead? He trotted over to the corner of my room and sniffed around. What are you looking for? I asked. He answered me by lifting his leg. I think we all know what happened next. Wait, Cheerio, you can't pee there, I shouted. You have to go on the wee-wee pad, which is, oh no, on my bed. I forgot to put it down. Cheerio continued to go about his business. The puddle spread halfway across my room. As I watched it sink into the carpet, I had only one thought, and it was this. Uh-oh, Hank Zipzer, you are in big trouble now. All right, so that is the end of chapter 8. We will read chapter 9 tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.